Alright, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a while. I've just been busy, it's end of the semester, all that kind of good stuff, and yeah, so I am back for now. I do have kind of a schedule in front of me while I don't have school and that sort of thing, so hopefully a lot of videos coming your way. But today I wanted to let you guys know my update for my Project Pan and everything that I did for that. So we are just going to go through and I will tell you everything that I used up that I wanted to in my Project Pan and what was left over. So yeah, let's just get into that. So let's start with the things I did use up because that is more fun. So I did pretty much use up both of these Stila glitters. I used them up basically until they dried out and they were no longer good. So these are done. I had that Gold Goddess and the Molten Midnight. And then I used up, I think it's two of the foundations I wanted to. So the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous and the Clinique foundation. Those two are done. This one has a little bit on the sides, but I don't feel like taking out the stopper and dealing with any of that. So it's done for as much as I can scrape it out. And then I did finish two concealers. Both of them were Tarte Shape Tape. They were just different sizes. So I had the little baby mini one, and then I had my regular one, and both of these I think were in light. Okay, this one was in light sand and this one was in light medium. So my normal color is light sand, but the light medium worked okay, I guess, for the summer. And then I did finish up all the bronzers I wanted to use. So I had the Butter Bronzer, which is completely gone. The Hula one, which still has some crumbs in it, but doesn't look good anymore with crumbs, so that's done. And then I finished up my NARS, which still has some around the edges, but that was basically all I could get to while it still looked good. And then I also finished up the Take Home the Bronze from the Balm, and that has barely a little bit on that side of the pan, but yeah, so I finished up all these to the usable amounts. So yeah, I finished up 4 bronzers this year. And then I finished the tiny blush that I wanted. This was the Balm Springs. And then actually 2 items ended up, I felt like their formula changed and it kind of expired a bit. So Echo Park from ColourPop, you can see the separation. You can kind of see the separation in the tube, and it's just kind of gross and it doesn't work right anymore, so I got rid of that. And then this is from Flower Beauty. It was one of their old Color Play cream eyeshadows, and this white eyeshadow started going yellow, so I decided that I didn't want to put that on my eye anymore because it was discoloring. So those 2 items I actually had to just get rid of and throw away and not deal with them anymore because they were nasty. Right, and then I finished up one of my Master Precise ink metallic liners, and this was in the purple one, which was my favorite. It is all dried out and gross now. And then finally I finished the Maybelline Eye Studio, let's see, I think it's just Blackest Black, their gel liner. There is barely a little bit left in there, but it's all dried out and I used it almost every day, so I used it till it was dead. Alright, now let's move into the things that I kind of finished, but they're not yet done, I guess. So the first thing is the Nomad highlighter, and I hit pan on it, and I did finish quite a lot. But right now, it's just kind of the formula kind of changed, and it's not as soft, and it kind of got dry, so it's harder to use. It still looks fine, you just have to use more product now. So it kind of switched. And then my Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter, this one actually broke and I had to use rubbing alcohol and put it back together. But I did hit pan on it and I don't have too much left, so yeah, I'm going to try to still finish using it up because these are expensive and it still works really nice. And then this one I finished, like I said, when I started the year, I basically only wanted to use one side, which I did complete. And then this side is more of that shimmery blush that I don't really prefer, but I did use some of it. I'm going to keep it for a little while, and by May, if I haven't finished using up this side, I'm just going to throw it out. And then I did have one palette in my project pan this year, and I probably used this for 4 months straight, and I honestly got bored. So I just basically drifted from it and started using all the other palettes I have. But I did hit pan on the matte shade, and these two shades right here are really close. So yeah, and oh, and this one right here. So I did try my best on the palette. It still smells really nice and it still works fine. So I don't think it's actually expired yet, but I'll probably keep it until it starts to smell weird. That's how it happens. And then the next thing that I pretty much did finish is my, what is it? The Physicians Formula Sexy Boost Ooh La La Lashes. And this was a trio, and this was the only thing I had left from it. It was a black eyeliner, and now I actually have to go in with a angled brush and kind of just dig into it to finish using it up, because I do like the formula. So, but yeah, this is pretty much finished. You have to get a brush to be able to use it, so it's not like the nice crayon anymore. But yeah, this one is really good. And then I almost finish up using up this Bite Beauty, what is it, a lip pencil, but it still has just a little bit left, so I'm hoping to probably finish it up within the next 2 weeks, and hopefully if I wear it pretty much every day I can finish it, but we'll see. Alright, I'm just going to stack these all together to kind of make it go a little bit faster. All of these Maybelline Master Precise eyeliners that I have the gold, the lighter purple, and the blue. Most of these are almost done. They just have a little bit left. They haven't dried out completely. So I would probably say these will be pretty much done in a month, because I have been using them a lot. And then this one I will just have to throw away. It's the Total Intensity by Prestige Against All Odds liquid eyeliner, and this was in their all-nighter. I've probably had this for over a year, so I think it's about time just to get rid of it. I didn't really use it a lot. It didn't really look like a blue, and it didn't look like a black. It looked like a weird gray, so I barely wore it, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then I have my e.l.f. I think it's just the liquid liner in jet black. I do wear this quite a bit, and there is just a little bit left, so it's almost done. I will probably finish it again probably in like a month. Okay, and then I have my Trizique Mini Shadow Crayon in Aspen Pine. There is just a tiny bit left, and the problem with this one is I only wear it if I do kind of like green eyeshadow looks and that sort of thing, because it really makes those kind of looks pop. So I haven't used it as much as I would have liked, because I don't do too many greenish looks, but yeah, I will finish it and then I'll throw it away. Then I had one lipstick. I'm not sure if I had other ones this year, because I had the ColourPop one, but that one expired. But this one is the Sephora Rouge. It's basically just a cream lip stain. This was in the shade, it just says it was in the shade 13. Honestly, I don't really wear a lot of berries, so I didn't really see myself wearing this too much. So I'm just going to get rid of it, and because I already know I'm not going to wear it. I think I've had this in my project pan for the past 2 years, and it's probably expired, and I just don't like the color as much as I thought I did. So yeah, just gonna get rid of that. And then I have the Too Faced Love Flush Your Love's King blush. It's like that dark plum-ish color. I'm just gonna get rid of this as well. It's way too dark for my skin tone, and it just kind of makes me look sick, so it's not worth wearing. Okay, and then I have two e.l.f. Shadow Smudge Pot things. I have the shade Cruisin' Chic and Wine Nut, and I did get pretty far down on the Cruisin' Chic. So I did get pretty far down. It's almost at the very bottom, but it just doesn't look as good anymore, so that would be thrown away. And then with the, let's see, the Wine Knot, this one still has a bit left. I didn't use this one quite as much. because it kind of just looked like a more of a gray instead of kind of that nice burgundy color. So this one still has a bit left. Yeah, so you can see in there, there's still quite a bit of product left in that one. And then finally, two other things I didn't finish because there's a lot of product in these, surprisingly. And once you kind of get off that first layer and it kind of dries out more, they're just not good anymore, honestly. This was the ColourPop. This one was the Super Shock Shadows. And this one was in Revolution. And it's just kind of like a very chunky, dry glitter now. And honestly, it just doesn't look good on your eyes anymore. And it flakes throughout the day. So you can kind of see all the weird texture in there. That's just how it is after you get off that top layer. They were really good to start with. So I feel like if you're going to use the shade quite a bit, these are really good. But that one got really chunky. And then the opposite effect happened for the Ritz shade, where it just kind of became a smooth glitter topper. So this one just smoothed over. There's no texture. It's really hard to get any product on your finger. It just kind of looks oily. So yeah, that one doesn't look good anymore. And I also did finally go through both of my Essence Shine, Shine, Shine Wet Look lip glosses. I had the shade Happiness in a Bottle, and then whatever the clear one was called, the label rubbed off. But I did go through both of these finally. I just took them to work and would use them at my desk, so that way I could finish using them up, because they're not my favorite lip gloss. But yeah, I think it was like $3. If you're in a pinch and you kind of need a decent lip glosses, these are good. I think everything I had in my project pan, unless I'm missing a few items and I lost them or they're in a purse. But this is everything that I remember putting in there. So I think it helped me use a lot of like powder products and less eye things. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would have finished up these specific items during the year unless I would have put them in my project pan. So I'm glad that I did put a couple of things in here. Like I don't think I would have used this very much and really liked it, or even used the lip liner. Definitely wouldn't have gotten as far with the Becca highlight with the Champagne Pop color, because I like to rotate through highlights a lot, or even finish that blush. So there's a lot of things in here that I wouldn't think I would have normally finished. So I think it does help a lot, and yeah, it was kind of nice to see everything that I finished. During the year I thought I got a lot more done, but I did not. So yeah, thank you for watching. That is basically my final project pan for this year. I do think I'm going to do another one next year, just because I think it's kind of fun trying to use up certain products since I have so much. And it kind of makes me focus on certain ones that maybe I didn't know I liked as much. So yeah, I'll probably plan on doing another one next year. And I did do quite a bit of updates this year, so I think that was a good amount. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.